I'm Siobhan and I'm a survivor of domestic violence. I was dating a guy and everything was wonderful, and we were together around 2.5 years, and we both had careers happening outside of the fitness industry, but we wanted to buy a gym. So we worked hard, we saved hard, and for the first year it went really well. The business started to decline, and I guess so did our relationship. It came to a point one day where he completely lost control, obviously started taking out his frustrations on me. We broke up not long after that. I broke up with him and I moved house, so I was living separately, but the violence still continued in the workplace, behind closed doors, in the office, upstairs in the showers, that sort of thing. I was told probably about 50 times a day that I was fat, ugly, worthless, dumb, and I started to believe all that. The situation escalated so much. I had a dislocated shoulder, I had a cut head, I was lying in a bath and helpless because I was bleeding, and he'd smashed both of my mobile phones. He'd taken both cars and the keys, so I had nowhere to go. I ended up having to walk about 5 k's to the nearest main road to get in a cab, and the cabbie took one look at me and took me straight up to Mooloolaba Hospital, the nearest hospital.
Part of the problem, part of the issue of family and domestic violence is that I think that both abusers and those that are being abused, survivors or victims if you like, are feeling fairly powerless in our world. We're taught not to express our feelings. We're taught to be stoic and not to get angry. If we were taught to express our feelings in healthy ways, rather than taking it out on those we love, and generally it's those we love, then that's a much better way to go.
I was hospitalised a few times, and no one in the hospital asked any questions. None of the nurses, they did get a community support person to come in and talk to me, but they didn't go any further. If just one person had said something to my ex, or even referred me on to some other support service, I felt lost. I felt like I had nowhere to go.
In a general DV alert workshop, it's educating and valuing and validating the workers that are already out there, because the workers that are already out there are doing this work, and we're going to give them some theory underneath that, and they can sit with some of the tools that we have in our workshop and talk to their clients, talk to their colleagues and family members about this issue. That's the sort of skills we would be doing, and then we would be practicing with them how to speak to a client. So it's knowledge, building on their already known underpinning knowledge, experiential, so they're experiencing what it's like to talk to a client, looking at some of their own values and working out how to use some of the tools that we'll provide in the workshop.
A friend of mine introduced me to CrossFit, and there's a lot of heavy lifting. Every time I want to approach the bar and I'm trying to, clean and jerk 80 kilos or something, I have to find some sort of anger from somewhere to kind of attack the bar, and I know exactly where to get it from. It's nearly 3 years, and I'd say I'm pretty much, I'm never going to be fully healed, but I'm, 95% there, and I'm probably the happiest. I am the happiest I've ever been.
I think a worker will be empowered by doing our workshop because they'll realise what they're doing is good work. And that'll be informed by the theory, some underpinning knowledge, and some tools to help them discuss the issue with their clients. So the outcome is women and children will be safe, based on the knowledge and the expertise now that the worker knows they have.